What's up, guys? Continuing here with our Week 11 recaps, and we're going over Mike versus Michelle and their recap. So Mike had a pretty decent Week 11. He had Jalen Hurts, pretty solid. Game wasn't as high scoring as I thought it was, but he still gets it done. The two rushing touchdowns will really save you here. Just because rushing touchdowns are worth 6 points versus passing touchdowns with 4. So pretty solid there. Christian Kirk with a quiet game. DJ Moore. I was telling you a few days ago, Mike, that when we were talking about trades, DJ Moore will be solid as long as Justin Fields is there to be quarterback, because now Justin Fields opens up defenses with the ability to rush, but he's also able to air it out. And we've seen DJ Moore, when he's able to get open and cut loose, he does have that big play ability. So really solid here with a touchdown, almost 100 yards. He almost got that bonus there. CMC continues his streak of touchdowns here with a receiving touchdown. So this guy is basically as safe as it gets in fantasy football. David Montgomery continues with his touchdown streak here. Even though Jahmyr Gibbs is getting more work ever since he showed that he could handle the extra workload, and while Monty was out with injury, Montgomery still scores in the end zone, and we know that Dan Campbell loves to use that bruiser back in the end zone on the goal line. So I think going forward with Amon-Ra St. Brown, the way Jahmyr Gibbs looks in the third down situations, the passing down situations, but then also because their offense is so good, if they get on the goal line, look for Montgomery to still get his work there on the goal line. So both of them really solid. We saw what Jamal Williams did last year with all of the touchdown equities, even though he didn't rush for the most rushing yards. Look for Monty here in this good offense to really still keep it going. Dalton Schultz here with a solid game. Basically was saved by that touchdown, but at this point, with the way Houston's playing, you want any part of this passing attack. Devontae Smith almost had his 100 yards here. Not bad. If he had a touchdown, this would have been a phenomenal game for him. I was surprised to see that Mike picked up Jaden Reed. I was actually hoping to pick up Jaden Reed, but I was still waiting for some of my players to, specifically Noah Brown, to go on, be ruled out already, and he wasn't. So really solid pickup there. Solid game by Jaden Reed here. Let's look down at the bench. Josh Dobbs, that's not bad for a buy fill-in. AJ Dillon here with the Aaron Jones knee injury. Look for AJ Dillon to now slot back in as the number 1 running back there. Still hard to trust AJ Dillon here. He's not the best, but it is interesting to see that he had receiving work after Aaron Jones went out. So looking forward, look for AJ Dillon to be a possibility, slotting in as a running back if you need Mike. Looking over at Michelle's team here, Patrick Mahomes again with an okay game, but considering you drafted him in the second round or the third round, Patrick Mahomes has really not lived up to expectation as a fantasy player. Brandon Ayuk, I've always been high on Brandon Ayuk, and he has a really huge game here. A lot of this game here, the 156 receiving yards, a lot of that was on one pretty big play that he made. So big game there, and then he adds with the touchdown here. Tyler Boyd, you thought would have had a bigger game, but Baltimore's defense is pretty decent. Tyler Boyd is still an interesting play if T. Higgins is out, but at this point with Joe Burrow out, I believe they signed Joe Flacco. was it Joe? No, that was sorry, that was Cleveland Browns that ended up signing Joe Flacco. So at this point here, Cincinnati, if they can't have a quarterback, if they can't even sign someone, everyone on this offense takes a hit. So we'll see here. Najee Harris, a really bad game here. Cleveland is a good defense, one of the best. They just fired Matt Canada this morning, so we'll see if it's continued with a splits between Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, or if Najee Harris starts to get more of the carries. So we'll see. It'll depend. DeAndre Swift, solid game here against Kansas City and their great defense. Really solid stat line here. He does get the touchdown, he gets the receiving work, and he has the rushing. So really, really solid from DeAndre Swift. I've been high on him. Michelle refused all my trade offers for DeAndre Swift, and we've seen DeAndre Swift continue to move forward. He also does have a solid schedule coming up. Evan Ingram, a really quiet game from him. Let's see, Dante Foreman. He does saved his day with a touchdown, but I believe he's hurt now. So look for it to be Khalil Herbert and Rashawn Johnson moving forward. Interesting play here with Curtis Samuel against the Giants. I thought against the Giants this was basically going to be a running back game. This was all going to be rushing, so I'm not surprised there against the Giants. And then you had a lot of players here on the bench that are either on bye. Michael Thomas now on IR. You could probably drop him. Justin Jefferson, he's not coming back in week 12, but hopefully next week, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it. Good win for you, Mike. Now it's getting really, really tight in the playoff hunt there in our rankings. So much needed win for Mike here, and that's it. Good luck next week, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.